welcome to this gameplay. I go 62-8 and another extreme spawn trapping with World at War.
Yeah, we definitely get them in a good spawn trap, pretty much like every game. I mean, some games we get them in better spawn traps than others, but yeah. So camp, yeah. So you may notice that camp has like a bunch of low streaks on it, so which means that he gets a lot of. Most of the kills he gets in this game are gun kills, so that's pretty good. I mean, he reset his stats, so he doesn't have all those like dogs and VTOL things up unlocked. So I mean, yeah, you can mostly gun kills. That's pretty good.
Got it clear.
I reset because of my KD. I mean, I don't really care about KD, but since I reset, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for KD. So, I kind of care for it now. I mean, I have a 3.59 right now, and in that game, I think I was probably like, I didn't even have a shield or anything yet. I didn't even have a target finder yet. So, I was like one of those noobs. That's why people wanted to play me. Because they're like, oh look, Camp Gun, he's like a level 12. Let's play him. He's gonna be bad. No, I just show him up and go, I don't know, 69 and 8.
You can usually tell like when someone resets, like they usually have like a high KD, like a 2 or a 3 or something like that. But they're like a level like 10 or something. Like you can always tell people reset like when they have a KD that good and they're that low of a level.
Yeah, people usually just judge by the KD or the level because usually, well, I judge by the name. Like if it's like, I don't know, Evil Fern 6661. Sorry, Fern. But if it's his, like that kind of name, I usually think he's a random. So that's how you can tell when he's really bad. Not saying that you're bad, Fern, but if you're watching this video, yeah, you're not bad. Don't worry.
He's not bad, but yeah, I mean, he unlocked the shield like earlier. I think it was today. Yeah, I think he unlocked either yesterday or today. He unlocked the assault shield, so he's been doing better. He even let me borrow a shield once. Like, he actually gave me a shield, but yeah, he's been unlocking stuff, and you need to unlock a bunch of stuff to spawn trap effectively. So that's why prestiging is usually bad.
If you saw just right there, with my Dragonfire, I tried to do like the swing set spawn trap, but it, World at War doesn't agree with me, but I think literally the bush was killing my Dragonfire.
I doubt it, because I've done Dragonfire before, and I can drive it into a side of a building, and it just bounces off. Like, I believe it got shot down by something. I really don't know. FMJ bullet probably. FMJ sniper bullet maybe. But yeah, I don't think the map will actually kill it unless you fly too far away.
Yeah, so for some reason, which is, I don't know, but at a very low level, you unlock the VTOL warship, and I don't know, it's just, I put it on and just go ham with it, because VTOL's a VTOL, and you get at least probably about 10 kills each time you use it, so you can guarantee at least 10 kills pretty much, unless you're really bad with it. And World at War told me that if you have higher than a 3 sensitivity, your accuracy in the VTOL is really bad. You can even ask them.
Well, yeah, I say that because your crosshairs bounce around too much. And when you have a lower sensitivity, the benefits of that is increased accuracy because your aim is more steady, and you're better able to control the little movements. I was gonna say like your iron sights or your reticle and the red dot, but when you have a higher sensitivity, it's just for making those fast, like turning on someone or making fast movements, and that's pretty much what it's good for. Aggressive play styles, but as you know, I'm a camper, so I just use default sensitivity, but I would never recommend using anything lower than 3 though, or medium.
Yeah, YouTube, I don't know why, but I'm still looking for my first nuclear. No, it's pretty sad, but World at War, how many do you have World at War?
15 as of today, or I think I got one today. Like I have 15 now, guys, and I do get nuclears occasionally. Well, because using a shield makes it much easier. I mean, unfortunately, Camp didn't have the shield in this gameplay, but I mean, just throw on a shield and then start trapping, and you're pretty much guaranteed a nuclear if you do everything right and the spawns don't flip.
Alright, so YouTube, if you want to trap like us, there's 3 things in my opinion that you need to have. Is a riot shield, tac mask, and flak jacket. Those are the three most needed things because they'll concussion you, nade you, C4 you, anything. And you're just screwed because you can't do anything about it. And a riot shield, it just protects you from bullets, right, World at War?
It can protect you. It has a minor explosive damage protection, but it's negligible. So that's why you definitely need flak jackets, not the riot shield from other CODs. But the tac mask, I don't necessarily agree with. I mean, I never run tac mask on any of my classes, and I've done fine. But because if you keep your distance, even if you get flashed, you can just call out, "Oh, hey, I got flashed," and then like you just call out your location and stuff, and your teammates can cover you, kind of like when you're reloading. But I just don't find like it's as necessary. Like I find stuff like having perk 1 greed and having scavenger on is more useful than having tac mask on. I mean, that's just my opinion. Also, I don't run toughness, guys, so I mean, I feel like toughness is not necessary. It's more of a crush perk. I mean, a lot of people run it, but you can get by without it if you just learn how to control the flinch mechanic. And I feel that if once you learn that, you become a much better player overall, and you save a perk point. So yeah, you shouldn't run toughness. Just learn to do without it.
Yeah, the only reason I run Tech Mask is because if you play more rush happy than World at War, then in my opinion you'll need it. But if you play more passive like World at War, then I agree with him. You don't really need it. Use it on Scavenger for like so you can replay your claymores and toughness. Again, if you're rush happy, in my opinion, you need it. But if you're like more passive like World at War, I wouldn't run it because you're not really getting into as many gunfights like where they're shooting at you first or anything like that. So it definitely run toughness if you're not as passive as World at War, but if you're passive, then you don't really have to run it. Get that free perk slot.
Generally, you do want to be kind of conservative though, because the more you rush, the more deaths you take. Because if you look at the combat record of most people who rush aggressively, you'll notice that it's fairly close to 1. Like maybe it's a 1 point. It's not. Most people rushers don't have a 2 KD, but they're mainly in the 1s. And the only way you can really get your KD above a 2 is by camping, spawn trapping, or doing stuff like that. In other games you can sound whore, but in BO2 that's not a very effective tactic. But you definitely need to play conservatively. That's what gets you your high streaks. You get your high number of kills. Just everything.
Yeah, since I don't have a shield, I really don't get my favorite spot, which is garage. But kitchen's not too bad. You just need a guardian, put it in the kitchen, and you're pretty much all set. Because if you because they'll literally spawn next to you if you move. And fortunately, I do not have a guardian on this because I'm not high enough level. I know, but I do have a VTOL, so that's great. Get a lot of kills on that. And that Dragonfire, I wouldn't run it in my opinion. You can ask World at War, but I don't really think it's very useful. I mean, if you want to do something like the Dragonfire, at least run an AGR, because well, I find it harder to kill and better because the Dragonfire is literally like a roach. Step on it, it's dead because you put like 3 bullets in that thing and it's shut down, right? All that work.
Yeah, and plus the AGR I don't believe it has a time limit. I think you have a 90-second time limit with the Dragonfire, and you're unlikely to reach that because people are going to be spraying at you. So just run the AGR, throw it in there in the garden of whichever house, their respective house, and yeah, just start spraying. And people will try to semtex you and shoot at you and stuff, but as long as you just keep your finger on the trigger, you shouldn't be that bad. But you can see it's kind of hard to do it with the Dragonfire. Same idea here, but it's just hard.
Yeah, I tried to keep it steady, but it kept on like flying out of the map. As you'll see, I literally go out of the map, and so the AGR, it doesn't float up, which I find really helpful. And for some reason, if you heard this in World at War's videos, the AGR does not get detected in the enemy spawn. So you can just go in that corner that the Dragonfire was in and literally act like it's not even there and just shoot where they spawn, and they just keep on spawning there, and you can get a lot of kills doing that, right, Old War?
Yeah, it's a broken game mechanic in my opinion, but it's still good nevertheless. If you guys like exploding flaws in the game, I mean, it's definitely good. You should definitely try it out. But I don't run that. I run orbital, VTOL dogs because I like getting high streaks and not necessarily just spawn killing them. But I do spawn. I do a fair amount of spawn killing.
All right, right here, I tried to get garage because there's a riot shield up there. Because if you don't have a riot shield, you're pretty much done, like I said earlier. But World at War, in your opinion, what is the best spot to have without a riot shield? My opinion is kitchen. What is yours?
Without a riot shield, probably left side or right side. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. So if you guys liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you.